A name synonymous with the 2K League and a veteran we've got on the show today. I'm in the studio here with Chris and Bear to Beast. Welcome to the show, Bear to Beast. Excited to have you on. How are you feeling today?
Thanks for having me back. I hope you're having a great day. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. We just finished the season. We're in the off season now. Just moved from North Carolina to Minnesota, and it's a completely different world here in North Carolina and what I'm used to. So it's just trying to enjoy this.
Bear, there's some big news this season with some major changes in terms of 3v3 competition being influxed into the NBA 2K League. What does that mean for teams that are preparing for the season now knowing that you have 3v3
And here were the Bulls arriving earlier at the arena with a big game on the road awaiting. The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Patrick Williams was a five-star recruit out of high school. Now, scoring came easily for him, but he chose Florida State to learn how to play defense.
Yeah, I love his game. That was a good report. Thank you. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Walton, Lonzo Ball out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Bridges, and it's Vucevic in at the center. And for the Clippers, the team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wings. Cody Zeller out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Jay in at the point. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, mid-season. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just see them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Into the lane, hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Pass to Vucevic. On the wing, Bridges. There's the triple. Rebound by the Clippers. Bridges with the steal. Outside Ball. Hits the three-point bomb.
Alonzo has been working on that, shooting off the catch with confidence and without hesitation.
Here's Jay. Excellent D there from Ball. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Ball. He dishes it to Walton.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. Morris grinding on the shooter there.
Poked away, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And Chicago has possession. The pass to Jay. Now Zeller. Shoots over Vucevic. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And the basket by Walton.
It's no secret that Lonzo is an elite facilitator. If you're open, he will get you the ball.
There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Kicks it out to Leonard. Jay, Vucevic defending. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Passes it to Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. Charity stripe shot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it, putting on a show for everyone with that one.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And the first time out, the game called for Chicago. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Reason why, that opens up driving lanes, makes it dangerous for teams to W in the post. The offense becomes more dynamic.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Cody Zeller. Mann comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in for Paul George. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. It's checked in for Walton. Williams comes in for Bridges. Osumu, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ball. And so here are the Clippers. The Bulls getting the bucket. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That is his first foul of the game. To the inside. It's stolen by Vucevic.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
Caruso kicks to Williams. Tries from 10. No good off the back of the rim.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
Here's Leonard. That one misses. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Dosunmu. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Leonard gets it to go.
It's a shot we don't see a lot anymore. But Kawhi is an old-school player, still using that mid-range jumper.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Jay. Here's Leonard. Count that one.
Hustle points. Count just like any others. That's a great play.
Bulls trail by 5. Here's Caruso. Here's Vucevic. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
Here's Jay. And that one is good. Jay's got 8 points.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead. They finish off the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning. With a whole new lineup now. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Walton's checked in for Vucevic. Bridges comes in for Barrett. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Ball subbed in for Alex Caruso.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Bulls leading by 6. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Jay. Marcus Morris is out there with Johnson. Then it's Zeller, and it's George in at the 2 spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Pelicans was outstanding. He dropped in 29 points and throughout the game took smart, efficient shots that found the bottom of the net. Another fantastic showing in what has been a great stretch of basketball for him. Kevin, we'll see if he can keep it going tonight.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
You know, Steve, this league is filled with potent offenses, but which team would you say is the most dangerous offensively?
Oh, Kevin, I have to go with the team that has Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. 3 all-time great scorers on the same team. Now that's dangerous.
Here's ball after the basket by Los Angeles. On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Oladipo. Johnson, the pass to Jay. To the paint, here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Pass to Jay. To the middle. Baseline jumper, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much playing that in-between game.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Walton, the pass to Oladipo. And again, Chicago. No good. And here's Los Angeles. 11 unanswered points for him. George with the bucket.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Oladipo with the ball. He has 7. Four on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Williams hits for 2, and that one comes up a bit short.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And so it's Cody Zeller making things happen for the LA Clippers. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Cody Zeller.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Chicago right now, Bridges out there with Walton, and it's Vucevic, then there's Oladipo, and it's Ball in at the point guard position.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Oladipo. Steps back and fires. And he hits the jump shot. Oladipo's got 9.
And the combo guard skills helping Oladipo in these spots, as well as his overall outstanding decision-making.
Vucevic with the block. Inside, here's Walton. And Walton throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Down low. And that one's good. George. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And here is Ball. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And Walton kicks to Ball. With the shot. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Shot by Zeller, no good.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
2 points. That one goes. Ball's got his second bucket of the night.
The D has to push Ball out of there. He's superb at capitalizing from this area.
Los Angeles calls timeout. For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Cody Zeller. Luke Kennard comes in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Paul George. The Bulls also changing it up. They're checked in for Walton. Dosunmu comes in for Odie. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ball.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Dosunmu, the pass to Barrett. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. On the mark with the 15-footer. Clippers leading by 3. High post, Zubac. Leonard trying to break free. Zubac no good. The Bulls have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to...
Substitution on the court.
And here are the Bulls now. The lead is 2. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Zeller. Then there's Jay, and it's Mann in at the 3 spot. And Walton kicks to Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. He can't get it to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
George against Oladipo. That ties it up.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
George against Ball. And the Bulls making a change here. Bridges checks in.
Onto the floor for the Bulls, Mikal Bridges.
The Clippers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Jay, he's covered by Ball. And they take the lead.
Man, effective at getting the ball inside.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Oladipo finds Bridges. A three-pointer, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
That one goes. Counted. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To Oladipo. No good that time. Excellent D there from George. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Ball. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
Bulls ball.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Ball driving inside, and the shot goes in.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Jay, he's covered by Ball. Walton with the steal. Here's Oladipo. It's good. The basket is now 5 for 9.
Oh, a go-to guy in big moments. Oladipo has been an all-star in this league, and it embraces the pressure situations.
With the drive, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he knocks down the first one. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Terrence Mann. All free throws good from James.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's the pass to Oladipo. Vucevic gets double-teamed from past the arc. And there's Oladipo on the assist by Vucevic. Oladipo's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Clippers trail. And Leonard has it in the corner. Passes it to Jay. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his third foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Lonzo Ball.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
No good from Jay. Bulls have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Bridges dishes to Oladipo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the inside. And he uses the glass on the lane.
That's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Oladipo against George. Inside. Here's Vucevic. Shoots over Zubac. Count it!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 1. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. See if they've got enough left to get over the top.
Thank you, David. Jay, the pass to Leonard. To the middle. Here's Jay. And Paul with the block.
When you mix Ball's length with his timing, the result is a quality defensive play.
Time call here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Inside, Vucevic. Oh, and he picks it off the glass. Wow. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to do that. You can't just let him dribble the game.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
Number 7.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
And it's all about the three right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it's the Clippers taking the win at Portland. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA.
You don't know.
What have you heard from both the 2K League community and the 2K community about these new changes?
It's all over the place. I hear people who, they're like, man, they're adding these guys, they're adding this element. They know the competition is coming. Then you have the guys who are competitive and want to compete and like bring it on, bring them into our lane. Then we're gonna go to their lane. It's gonna be competitive. So it's kind of split. Like it's literally split right now.
Now, I know the last time I faced off against a pro, I believe it was you. You dropped 50 on me, so I'm going to roll the clip real quick.
This team probably has the most experience when it comes down to playing 2K out of any of these showcase teams that we have on display.
We were one and done, but I must say, I wasn't the one that...
A beautiful look down at Staples Center and just about ready to get this one started. First, let's hear from Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, coming up, Damian Lillard wasn't the most touted. He said, quote, I know what it's like to not have the lights on you. I did my work behind the scenes, not certain if I'd ever get the...
Incredible. Thanks, Allie. Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. Filling out the wings, it's McCollum and Powell. Larry Nance is out there with Mitchell Robinson, and it's Lillard in at the one. And for Los Angeles, the 1-2 punch of George and Kawhi on the perimeter. Cody Zeller is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Jay in at the point. Well, here we are in mid-season now, Grant. How do players mentally cope with the grind of an NBA season?
That's a good question, B.A. I mean, you have to find ways to take your mind off of things as a team. Having outlets helps distract you. It's so important for players as they endure the lengthy season.
Here's Jay. McCollum defends, and he buries his first look.
And that's why you love Morris, because he is just a total team player. Not only an extraordinary screener, but a superb roller as well.
Lillard outside. It's rebounded by George. Pass to Jay. Shoots from 12. No good on the shot. And it's Portland the other way. This game against Los Angeles here, their first look at the Clippers.
And you know you're going up against a team that has revenge on the brain. Besting them in the conference semis last year.
Here's Jay. 17 points in his last outing. Here he goes. And there's the slam. dunk to finish it off.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
A nice shot by Lillard.
And they get that first bucket. 1 for 4 to start this game.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Here's Jay. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
And so here's Portland. 4-point game. Lillard outside. Driving in. McCollum pass to Nance. Here's Powell. Out to McCollum. Takes the 3. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him. The Blazers with 2 elite scoring guards, Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, for some teams, that can lead to strife, but their chemistry, that's what makes it work.
And so here's Portland, following the score by the Clippers. Lillard outside.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
First team foul.
The Clippers on D. 3-point lead. Robinson passes to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Powell outside from the arc.
You combine instincts and awareness, Leonard is arguably the best defender in the NBA.
Puts it up from 12. And again, it's the Clippers converting. And Chris, with Lillard and McCollum, they're both such gifted shooters. That helps them coexist.
Yeah, B.A., they're both threats on or off the ball. They make things easier for one another. And they're both great locker room guys. Their friendship off the court, that really helps as well.
Here's Powell. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Hits the trifecta. McCollum's got 6.
And sometimes McCollum is automatic from there. You can't give him this shot if you're the G.
And that one's good. Jay.
Wow. They're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. McCollum outside. No luck on that one. And George with some nice D. And it's Jay missing.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Powell for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
He creates so much offense. Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
And the Clippers call time here. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
Aggressiveness is everything, and they certainly played with a ton of it to get that win.
A line change here for Portland. Here's Jay. Give him 8 points now. Ooh, good work defensively by Biyombo.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Now here's Wright. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Inside. And Biyombo slams it home.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays with it.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Now here's Rubio. Tightly guarded. It's stolen by Leonard. And here they come. And a nice finish on the layup.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
And here's Rubio. Doesn't go that time. And so lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. The Clippers on top. They lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Well, Well, good to great, a catchphrase of unselfish play. And point guard Ricky Rubio.
We want more. We don't accept good. We want great or greatest. We're just trying to be better every day. It's never too high, never too low, but we know what we can be and we want to get better.
Grant, it's great. Going with a whole new group out there. And Grant, you played almost 2 decades in the league. What do you think some of the biggest highlights in your career were?
Really just, playing on some great teams with great players, the relationships, the experiences. I didn't win an NBA championship, but I am more than blessed with having an incredible 19-year career. And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Taking a look at the Trailblazers. The talented pair of Lillard and McCollum in the backcourt. Norman Powell out there with Larry Nance. And it's Robinson in at the 5.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Bulls was tremendous. He finished with 17 points and just played hard, notching a double-double. And during this great run of his, he's had a number of these kinds of performances. We've come to expect it of him now. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. See if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
To the right side, and here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Count it, his 3rd and 5 attempts.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
He's guarded by Nance. Out to the right wing. Pass to George. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
McCollum draws the double to the inside. Here's Lillard. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. Lillard's got 9.
It's been a dominant night for him. Staying productive throughout.
George outside. Pass to Jay. Back to George. 35 seconds left in the first half. Over Robinson. Again, the Clippers score.
He had no answer defensively inside.
Portland has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Lillard passes to Powell. There's 21 seconds left in the second. Pass to Nance. Shoots over Johnson. Zeller with the rebound. Zeller's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's George on the wing. It's good. And now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Jay, George and Leonard at the 2 and the 3. Marcus Morris out there with Cody Zeller. And it's Jay in at point. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
The muscle of Zeller coming into play. Great work taking on the defense, empowering through the contact.
Here's Lillard. Oh, Leonard with the block. And he gets it back. Here's Powell. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Powell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive.
It's good.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
When you talk about the grind, starting from the bottom, that's Damian Lillard. Coming up in East Oakland, shooting hoops on a curled tree branch, then a milk crate. Do what you can to make it work.
Pass to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. And he he drives in, and the dunk by Lillard.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. With his speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
And Dame and his older brother competed in everything. Wrestling, basketball. That's where that fire started.
They said he didn't care about basketball until they schooled him on the court. After that, he was like, okay. Okay, you laughing, we'll see. That's where it all started. Wrestling. Practice.
Timeout called, Portland. So both teams changing it up here. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to right. Clock at 6. With some arc. Biyombo, good. Biyombo's got 6.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And that's a foul. Called on DeLon Wright. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Leonard gets the bucket.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Biyombo. Now Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. And here's Wright from the arc. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
For the lead. Rubio with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Bjelica. Back to Rubio. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. From outside, off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break.
2 minutes.
Here's Jay, covered by Rubio. A nice shot by Zubac. Zubac has gotten his first points in this one.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And it's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Powell, he's... deciding to change it up. Zeller high post, working on Robinson. The shot by Zeller, no good. Portland has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. On the court right now for Portland. Lillard and McCollum in the backcourt together. Larry Nance is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Robinson in at the 5, down low. Pass to George. Here's Jay. Kennard with it, now covers. Beyond the arc. No good there. 6 for 11 now from the floor. Zeller against Lillard. Outside Robinson. This one for 3. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers trail. Drives to the hoop.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity.
Powell finds Lillard. Portland, no good that time either.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
That was a really important possession, especially at this stage of the game. Painful miss.
Here's McCollum. And George with some nice D.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
And the basket is good.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
George against McCollum. Pass to Lillard. Out to Powell. 4-3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zeller's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Down low. Jay. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Lillard right side. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Jay into the lane. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Back to Lillard. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And now we present our new balanced player of the game, Damian Lillard.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Kennard. McCollum against George. For 3, here's Lillard. Drains the triple. And it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
To the middle. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
These shots are important for Morris to make, demonstrating why he is seen as a leader in this game.
Lillard outside. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. There's Jay. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
For 3, McCollum. Money from deep.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
To the paint. Here's Jay. Yeah! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Fires in the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
And it's Jay missing. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Cody Zeller. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so here's Portland. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one. And that increases the lead to 6.
If you got game, you got game. And we're starting to see more players come from small schools and going to become special talents like McCollum. You don't see it too often, but it's definitely start to happen. Shows you what happens when you put in the work.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 7. There's 21 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
I'm really curious to see what their strategy is at this point. You can't afford any wasted possessions.
Portland assessed a timeout.
So Portland going with almost almost an entire new group here. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
A good league is even better with excellent work at the stripe.
Leonard on the wing. And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Oh, man, what a bucket by Leonard. His team counts on him when time is short because he can handle the pressure. Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. You could put this one in the books.
So it's Portland picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Look like a moment, the drink got me slumping.